Teamer can't do anything. His feet are off the ground. Greg should be playing in the NFL. That's kind of what enables him to be able to cartwheel.
A very interesting 4 years. Angelo looks pretty darn good.
We got him to reach up with his other hand as well. And Mitch is just going to keep going and going and going.
Welcome to the Athletes Ocean podcast. I'm John Broughton. That's Jason Nolf. We're going to get right into the breakdowns of the Iowa-Penn State duel that happened last week. Jason, what were your thoughts on this duel?
Went about how I thought it would go.
Yeah?
I was actually surprised with the amount of bonus points that Penn State was able to get. I thought it was going to be a little bit I thought the matches themselves would be a little bit closer kind of all the way around.
Yeah, I remember you saying that the spread on it was pretty big.
Yeah, Iowa was plus 21.5, and I thought they'd be able to cover that, but I think Penn State won by 22. So that was yeah, it was big. I mean, I could have seen it, Iowa winning a few matches or Penn State winning them all. But it went about as expected. I thought that Penn State, those guys are competing better than they've ever competed before, in my opinion. Some of the guys that used to be like content get winning by 7 or even by like 10 are now pushing harder for the tech fall, which I thought even Greg could have tech falled Keeter, I think,
which is pretty crazy because Keeter's pretty good.
Spent a lot of time in the second period on top, and I think like when you start getting that mindset that you want to kind of like finish matches, like I thought Lillidahl did a really good job, like as a freshman in there and having the mindset to keep going out and trying to score as many points for your team as possible. I thought Ayala did a good job of that as well. Obviously Mitchell was a beast.
Point scoring machine.
Yeah, I think he's tech fault everybody this year. And then I thought one of the best matches was 49 Van Ness versus Parco, because I think Shane took him down first, then Pargo got up, took him down, Shane got up, took him down. But you can see that the effect of 4-point near fall, because he was able to take him down and put him on his back and get near fall, and then the match, I think he ended up getting bonus. So, but that was a great match.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Let's get into
Kasak's great. Kasak, I want to see a breakdown of him putting his fist in the air.
Oh, we got that. Don't worry. But we're going to start at 125 with Luke Lillidahl. Basically, this is kind of piggybacking off of what we were talking about with Josh Barr in the Rutgers duel, right? Is scoring a lot of points, and like you said, pushing for bonus, right? So he's going to cut him into his tie, immediately go around on this shot.
Inside reach, single leg, yep.
Yep, and then immediately cut him, and this is really the sequence that I want to break down. So basically comes off of pretty much a reattack. He snaps all of the action to the left and then attacks to the opposite side and then pops his head on the opposite side with this cutback, just getting his head high and knocking him off of his feet.
I've been using that takedown in jiu-jitsu a lot.
Really? The cutback?
Yeah, you kind of like, he steps left here. Yeah, he kind of did it right from a shot, but yeah, the cutback is really nice because the guy tries to kind of sprawl and then you just take your head to the opposite side.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. And then just immediately right into his tie for the next score.
Put his head down.
Yeah, he was pouring it on. Any other thoughts on this sequence?
No, it's good pressure. I think a lot of youth wrestlers can get a lot of value just from watching these types of matches.
For sure. This one's beautiful. And then, like you said, we're really seeing the effect of the 4-point near fall in this one. But Shane goes underhook and then knee pick, right? And then he uses this leg right here to block Parco's leg.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what really finishes the shot for him. So attacking both sides of the body, off balancing your opponent, no matter how he reacts, he's going to be in trouble here because he's getting caught out of position.
Quentin Wright used to do that. He does underhook, far knee pick, and he actually tries to step behind the opposite leg too. So he gets to his underhook, goes far knee pick, and now his left leg is going to come all the way around. And if he could even step behind Parko's other leg, it'd be even more effective because yeah, both his legs trapped. But he's able to still trap this leg and finish to the double leg. Quentin Wright was the OG
Yeah, Quentin
far
was
knee.
good at that. And then he splits the leg. He keeps this near leg elevated and shelved. He's going to step up in just a second. Yeah, there it is. Stepping up on with his left leg and then just slowly driving in, a little bit of a crossface.
It's a similar position that Kasak had the Nebraska guy in a few weeks ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Anytime you can put the legs and just keep climbing up the body, that's going to be really good for you.
Yeah. And then just, I mean, a takedown and four near fall, that just blows the match open. Now you're on top, you're riding a serious lead, you're feeling good. Any other things on this?
No, that's good.
Cool. So later on in the match, this is one of the most beautiful sequences of the duel, in my opinion. Parko is going to go for an attack, and Shane's just in the flow state, defends it well, and cartwheels out of it. So he goes for this ankle pick, low level attack.
So one detail that makes the cartwheel doable here is Parko digs a right underhook right here, and now Shane starts pulling him down as he shoots, and you can cartwheel over an overhook. But if Shane didn't have an overhook, it'd be hard to cartwheel. Especially if he had an underhook, it would be if Shane had an underhook, he's not gonna be able to kind of step over because Parko can kind of just whip him over. But since Parko has the underhook, Shane has the overhook. That's kind of what enables him to be able to cartwheel with no resistance.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
David Taylor, that's David Taylor-esque. He loves doing the cartwheel.
Yeah, you see that a lot in freestyle, which is pretty risky, because you freestyle, you just get a little bit of elevation and then you could expose your back. But I do see this scramble a lot more in freestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. I remember watching that in person, and like we were saying, just watching it live, like we were talking about the guys competing well and just being in a good state. I mean, that's like, yeah, they're ready to go. They're competing at the best of their ability, not tight. They're pretty loose and letting it fly. This was a great attack by Kasak. He comes in cross ankle pick, low shot, right? Coming from this tie up here. Looks like Teamer's got a collar tie, and then Kasak's just dropping into the leg.
He has that inside reach.
Boom.
Now he's looking to get the leg up in the air. Yep. As soon as he gets the leg in the air, he's able to shelf it.
Yeah. And he cuts a good angle too, because Teamer kind of
If he stays down here, he's in trouble because Teamer can kind of go around it and then sit into a crotch lock here. But he
right.
comes up with his head, puts his head in the knee, and is able to easily shelf it right here.
So right here, you're saying him Kasak
Watch
getting
him.
elevation here.
Yeah, getting his head up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now he starts climbing up the leg once it's shelved.
Yeah, right here. Him coming up. Yeah, it's like small detail, but it's super important.
Hmm.
And then just collect both legs as quickly as possible. Teamer's really strong, really athletic, and like giving him any space there.
I don't think he's as strong as Kasak. I've
Oh,
wrestled with Ty,
Kasak's
and
pretty strong.
he has like farm boy strength.
It's
It's
literally it's literally what
very
it is.
surprising. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think he was as strong as he is.
No, and you know what, he's you'd think coming up from 49 last year into 57, you'd be like, okay, he's not going to be a huge 57. He might not be the strongest guy, but he'll make it work. he might be the strongest guy at 157. He really might be. Like there's nobody that's kind of matched his strength so far this season. And he's wrestled some great guys. Obviously, Teamer being the number one ranked guy.
Yeah, he's really good.
Fun stuff. All right, speaking of Kasak, the next one is good. So this is 20 seconds to go in the match, right? They tie up here and Kasak goes kind of like around, picks him straight up. Teamer's got this inside leg hooked.
Yeah, he was going for the inside front headlock to inside trip.
Yeah. And so that's, oh, yeah. Yeah. And so Kasak just steps out of it.
Yeah. So he goes far side inside trip here, trying to get him to his back, and then all Kasek does is just lifts him straight up.
Yeah. And it seems like Kasak just knew it was coming.
Yeah, you can kind of feel it when you're underneath there. He grabs his leg and just lifts him up. And now this is a very smart move by Kasek. Like because you start trying to bring him down to the mat, and then you never know, you can get like neck wrench or something. But yeah, it was a smart move to lift his hand up in the air and start celebrating because it gave him unlimited aura.
Unlimited. Yeah. The greatest wrestling picture I've seen in a really long time.
Yeah, that was cool. And then here he doesn't need to bring him down to the mat, right? He has the match won, and some guys would go for a big mat return here, but um he was just content with the W.
I love it. Yeah. This is the best moment of the
Because
duel for
right
sure.
here, Teamer can't do anything. His feet are off the ground. He literally can't get any power.
Yeah.
But I liked how respectful Teamer was after he like shook his hand. He said, "Good match," like,
Yeah.
and yeah, good sportsman.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then Kasak, do you have the celly?
Oh, yeah. Kasak just going crazy. This is so good. Yeah, like you're right. Respectful.
Let's
Kasak
go.
going nuts in the BJC.
13-0.
That's sweet. Yeah, great stuff. Definitely my favorite moment of the duel. I think everyone's favorite moment of the duel. Um, Next one, Mitchell. I mean, this is the number one and number two ranked guy in the country, and Mitchell's pace is just insane. He's attacking constantly. There was,
Caliendo wrestled good in the first period, almost took down Mitchell,
Mhm.
but Mitchell was able to kind of defend that. And then once Mitch got one takedown, then the floodgates were open. He's kind of, I think this is a bad style matchup for Caliendo because Caliendo does really well with a lot of other guys, but Mitch has kind of always um, had his number.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it seems like he's got everyone's number this year for sure. But like, I agree with you. Um, Here, Mitchell's doing a great down block, getting his leg back, right? He knows Caliendo's going for that leg. He gets the leg back, redirects his arm here and his head, just steering wheel pretty much off to the side, and then immediately reattacking this near arm on a drag and going for that far leg, and then just hustling to the corner and driving into him. And that's what is going to finish the takedown here. So great down block reattack. I mean, this is the stuff that like I'm sure you have your kids drill a million times in practice, right? This is something that I think everybody drills in the wrestling room, but just going out and doing it at a high level and then showing a lot of hustle and pace to get the
Yeah,
job done.
you're just trying to get the angle on him. It's good.
What sticks out to you?
I just think that everything you said makes sense. Down block and reattack. And he has good hustle. Gets the angle well.
That's what he does well. All right. I gotta remember which one this was.
More down block and reattack.
More down block
But
reattack.
Russell tough. Caliendo, I think, has gotten a lot better in the last year. Like he's reacting. I think he's just like a half a step behind everything. And Mitch is just going to keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
So,
This is also when, I mean, down block reattack, like this is also when the gas tank becomes a big factor, right? It's like if you're shooting in and you're able to quickly respond, right? Then you're maybe not getting taken down, or you're able to extend the scramble a little bit longer. But when the pace starts to wear on you, these down block reattacks work really well.
yeah. Do you have the Carter Angelo Ferrari match at all?
I do.
Do you have the scramble where
You're on the edge.
yeah, where he's on the edge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'm
want to do
looking
that one
forward to it.
next or
Yeah.
Levi?
Let's do this one.
Okay.
We can do
So
Levi.
So Levi, this one stuck out to me. Levi's done the scramble um once before. He did it, or this season at least. He did it in the All-Star duel where he basically pulls Patrick Kennedy on top of him and then redirects where his weight is going and kind of shifts him over to his back. So he pulls him up.
This is a Kale move.
Really?
Coach Kale does this to everybody.
Yeah,
It's
sweet.
like it's so hard to stop. He keeps his knees in a ball and just kind of like grabs his hamstring here, pulls his lat, and just rolls him through the other side.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that one. Coach Kale is. And so is Levi Haynes. Yeah, I mean, and this is the difference. Like Patrick is in on
As
a
soon as he steps
deep
over
sinker.
that, yeah, as soon as he steps over Levi's leg, he needs to try to plant his foot to the mat, but his knee comes to the mat. So, yep, go through it. So as he steps over with his left leg here, he drops his knee on the mat, and then that makes it super easy to roll through. If his foot was
Uh,
planted, then Levi couldn't roll him through.
so if
Um,
this leg right here was extended out here and planted his toe in the mat.
yeah, I can't see your mouse, but
Oh,
uh,
yeah, his left leg.
yeah, we need like a little coloring board.
We do. Yeah. Here, wait.
Oh, look at this. You see that?
Yeah. There you go. There you go, Jason.
This leg here.
Yeah.
If that planted on the mat right here,
Welcome to the Athletes Ocean podcast, where we're just absolutely crushing it on the production value.
but you can see this knee here. Now he's gonna roll through. He rolls through
All right, don't John Madden the entire screen. Get that out of here.
everything that I did. Now I gotta I'm gonna hit trash. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, so then he picks him up here, and then Levi's driving with this arm, right, to redirect him to this open space over here. Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, and like you said, Levi's curling his heels to his butt,
Knees to chest.
knees to chest.
Yeah, like staying in a ball. But
Hmm.
yeah, I guess he hills the butt as well.
Yeah, for sure. Extending the position, immediately starts fighting the wrist, and then they get into another crackdown position. Levi is able to fight it off there. Sweet. Next one, Levi's high crotch. Thing of beauty. I mean, this is like every time Levi shoots a high crotch, it's like it's such an example for high school kids of how to do it. Um,
Yeah, this is it. This is his best go-to move.
boom.
Did he do an inside step or outside step there? Outside step, but he still penetrates that right knee through. So
Hmm.
as he reaches, boom, he gets Kennedy to reach here with the over tie. Ready from the over tie. Now he's just going to attack that outside step. He got him to reach up with his other hand as well. Knee slides, goes into a crackdown position here, trying to reach across, but Kennedy's blocking it. Takes him to a crackdown. Now just kind of elevates the foot.
Yeah, and the finish is so quick because he straightens out his leg, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of scrambles that Kennedy can do if this leg is kind of bent to the side and he's able to scoot the corner, but because it's straight, he just locks out that position and, like you said, elevates the foot, and now there's really no choice but just giving up the score. What else sticks out to you?
Nothing.
Yeah, like you said, outside step, timing it well off of the adjustment in the hand fight. That's beautiful. All right, 184. Crazy scramble between Carter Starachi and Gabe Arnold. I mean, and Angelo Ferrari.
Is that a joke? Little joke. Yeah,
Little
let's talk
joke.
about that. Pause it real quick.
I'm just surprised that that it went down the way it did, which
Well,
is
I thought that um I thought Gabe Arnold was gonna wrestle because he called Carter out.
right.
But
That's what we all thought.
but Brand said that he just wanted to make sure that he was feeling good going into Gabe Arnold also a good wrestler on Sunday, his old club teammate. Jackson Smith from Maryland. He beat
Hmm.
him 2-1 overtime. So that was a good win for him. But I was looking forward to honestly either of these matches. This is a good Ferrari stays really low and stays in good position. Obviously very flexible, hard to score on. And Carter's like impossible to score on. I just don't
Yeah.
see anybody ever taking Carter down.
No, me
So in
neither.
that way, if you do, and nobody's going to ride him. So if you can't take him down, you can't ride him. You can't beat him.
Yeah. What are your options, right?
Yeah,
Um,
you gotta figure something out to get a takedown.
Yeah, I mean, Angelo, like I think he showed like good mat awareness, keeping it close, right? Because that's like his best chance to win, right? But that's kind of all that he was able to do.
I didn't really
Right.
think he was like his goal was to keep it close. He actually got to Carter's legs a few times, but Carter just has heavy hips and
Yeah.
he just is in such good position.
But you know what I mean? Like this stuff on the edge, just
Right here, Carter lifts his left leg. Oh, he actually went for so most people this is good because most people would go for Carter's left leg as he steps up.
right,
But he starts diving back towards his other leg here with his opposite way. So most people would actually roll the opposite way, but he's able to go here. And now he's kind of stuck on his back. So what he focuses on is getting to his belly. Once he
right.
gets to his belly, now he can get his hands locked. And he did this multiple times throughout the match. But this is I've never really seen anybody do a funk roll like this, going back opposite side. Most people try to roll, but this is I was actually doing a private yesterday and I was showing uh anytime you go for a funk roll, if you don't get underneath the legs and start passing it, you have to get to your belly and turn it into a single leg. So
Yeah.
Angela does a really good job here.
Yeah,
Because
like right.
If Carter gets that leg back, and he's probably gonna if Ferrari stays on his hip, and Carter's gonna score, but he's able to belly out
Right.
and then hold him off here at the end of the first period.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that sticks out to me, right, is if Angelo doesn't get this leg cleared and Carter's able to like hold on to this foot, then he's stuck on his back, right? If that leg doesn't go free.
Another thing that Carter could do here is have a better head position. So you see how high his head is as he starts coming up. He lifts his head all the way up in the air. Now, if his head was facing uh, Ferrari's hips and in his body, then he could get his head kind of in the way and not let him get that deep of a grip. But easier said than done, especially because we I thought that he'd try to roll towards the other leg.
Yeah. And it was, I mean, Angelo timed it really well. Boom.
As Carter's pulling away, so Carter's like trying to like pull him back into bounds. He's on his heels right here.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, very good.
Good wrestling, both guys. You think
And
Angelo
crowds in the
will
background.
say, yeah. You think Angelo will be the guy this year or it'll stay with Gabe?
No, Brand said that Gabe Arnold's the guy.
Yeah, good stuff.
Penn State duel.
But that sets up a very interesting 4 years. Angelo looks pretty darn good.
Yeah, definitely.
Exciting. Okay, then we're going
What's that Penn State mat right there? What's that made out of? What's that made from?
Resolite. This is the
Oh, that's a
greatest.
Reslite.
Yeah, it's the greatest Mac company in the world. They're
Oh,
actually a
just
sponsor of the podcast.
oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it's pretty great. They've really set us up with an amazing hybrid mat at our office and in lots of awesome uh support and content. Yeah, they're pretty sweet.
All the
The
best D1 colleges use Reslite.
all of the best ones. It's just the standard across the
Except
board.
Wisconsin.
But they also make great home mats and jujitsu hybrid mats for other martial arts. So if you are in the market for a wrestling mat,
I
Resolite
think
is the way
every
to go.
yeah, I think every youth wrestler needs a mat at home.
This is a this is actually a story from the weekend. So we do open mat at American Top Team on Sundays, and I was like, "Hey, we're just gonna have it downstairs, right?" And there's Fuji mats and another brand of mats downstairs, right, at American Top Team, and everyone was like, "No, we have to go upstairs because the mats upstairs are better." And I was like, "Really?" Like I was not even not even thinking about it. And they're like, "Oh, dude, we love them so much more." I'm like, "Obviously, I'm a Resolite guy, but I didn't know that everyone that I was hosting at Open Mat was also a Resolite guy." And so
I
they
mean, it's a
all
pretty good
they all
decision.
voted we go upstairs, and yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
difference.
All right, let's check this. Let's check this one out.
Yeah, this is just Greg penetrating on a double leg and just putting himself in great position to score.
Greg is big and strong. Boom. Just gets to his feet right away. Most people try to stay on the knees and finish on the knees. That's like one of the biggest mistakes I see. See how he steps up?
Yep,
You get on your feet, you have a lot more power to drive.
right
Head
there.
up, hips underneath his head. Perfect position. Sucks the legs in.
Drives his legs.
Greg should be playing in the NFL. He needs to graduate college and go to the NFL.
James Franklin's Matt side, he's like right over here to the left. And I think he was watching Greg thinking that he should play D end.
Yeah, he definitely should. Or linebacker. He's fast too.
Boom. Boom. Yeah, he would crush it. But here he is, national champ, crushing college wrestling. So that's it. That concludes our match breakdown. Any other thoughts, Jason?
I love it. I love it. Let's talk about the Hodge race right now.
Mm. I think
We
that,
rank the top five Hodge listees and I don't know what you call them. Hodge nominees.
yeah, I mean, I think that it's really a three-horse race. I don't even know if I could go five. Do you
I
have
could go
five?
five. I could go five.
All right, give me your five because I think it's really down to three
Give
people.
me your three, and then I'll tell you if you're wrong or not.
Okay. I think that Carter wins his fifth national title. That's going to be hard to dispute, having him be the Hodge Trophy winner. I think that Gable makes it through this tough of a heavyweight weight class with as many bonus points as he's scoring. That's going to be a pretty compelling argument for the Hodge. And Mitchell Messenbrink might have them both beat if he just tech falls everyone this season. If you go 100% tech fall for the entire season, I don't know how you don't win the Hodge Trophy.
So you think if he goes 100% tech fall and Carter has like 90% bonus in five national titles, who do you think is getting it?
Well, there's my opinion, and then there's the consensus of the other Hodge Trophy winners.
Also, well, and there's a committee. So the past winners have a vote. There's also a committee. and sportsmanship is part of the Hodge as well. And we know that Carter is known to be controversial. And I think that
Sportsmanship is part of it. I didn't know that.
Carter's a great guy. I like Carter a lot.
Yeah, some of my favorite conversations are with Carter. Like he's
I
the
wish that
man.
everybody else knew how good of a guy that Carter is.
Yeah, I think that he really tries to have the brand persona, online, and that might actually hurt him, it sounds like, in the Hodge Trophy voting.
Yeah, but I heard him talk about it on the Nickels and Dimes podcast. He doesn't really care. Like he's not. That's not really. He's not trying to like necessarily win the Hodge. He's just trying to like dominate and
Yeah.
uh
Well, from Carter's perspective, right? I think that Carter likes having goals and things that he has control over. Like he has control over winning the national title, right? The Hodge Trophy is voting, right? So it's kind of out of his control. So to worry about it is kind of like unnecessary, you know, anxiety
definitely.
in the wrong area or unnecessary attention. Um, Personally, I think that my vote, um, as much as I would want to give it to Carter for a fifth national title and like the historic significance that comes with that, I just feel that um, teching your way through the entire season is a more impressive feat. So I'd be torn on that.
It's pins. Does he have all techs?
His all techs.
Because I saw that on the thing. He was 13-0, had 11 techs, but I thought he had all techs.
I think he has all techs. I don't think he's he.
The
I don't think
graphic has been wrong on the Big Ten.
I could be
Net.
wrong. I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
he would
But
be.
yeah, well, if he doesn't have
He has a
if he
lot.
doesn't have all techs, then give it to Carter.
I think he has maybe 11 techs and two pins or something. Maybe I don't know if he's pinned anybody, but
I don't.
um,
I don't know
so
if he
here's
has.
here's my ranking. Number one,
Yeah, go
if
ahead.
Carter wins his fifth and has like decent bonus, I think that he gets it.
Hmm.
I think number two, if Parker Kekais and beats Carter and wins, I think that he gets it.
Wow. Yeah, because the
Number
All-Star duel does not count as a win or loss.
two.
Wow.
Number three, I think that Mitchell would win it. And I could also see Mitchell winning it if Parker beats Carter. I could also still see Mitch. I think if
Yeah.
Carter wins, he'll win the Hodge. If Parker wins, then him or Mitch will win the Hodge.
Hmm.
And then I could also see, so I think those are like the top three.
Hmm.
And then I could also see Gable getting it because it would be his third national title. But if Greg beats Gable, then I could see Greg getting it.
Dang. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised by that either. That's gonna be a heck of a match.
Depends on how the rest of the year plays out. Like, say, like
Yeah.
Mitch, it's just like, I mean, Mitch is going to bonus everybody. So I think that
Mhm.
it's most likely going to be Carter or Mitch or Parker.
Wild.
I think, yeah. And then, yeah, I don't really see like Gable or Greg getting it as much
Hmm.
because it would have to be like, okay, Mitch and Carter and Parker stop getting so many bonus.
Hey guys, chill. We're trying to give the Hodge Trophy to Gable again.
Let's give him Co-Hodge again.
So that I was about to bring that up. I don't understand how they're suddenly able to do that. Like they don't give out two Heisman trophies a year.
No.
I mean, this
Yeah,
is
that was
obviously a couple years ago, but
yeah, Spencer and Gable because Spencer was so dominant, but so is Gable. But there's got to be like some type of statistic, like number of pins. Like, you know what I mean?
it's
Like there's got
also
to be
the
subjective.
significance of it, right? Like you have to give out one. That's the whole significance of the trophy.
Yeah, like this year, Ashton Genty was like one of he was probably the best running back in college football. Was breaking all these records, and Travis Hunter was a two-way player for Colorado, and he was having a crazy year. Then they gave it to Travis Hunter, but it could have easily gone either way.
Yeah.
So, but you got to make a decision.
So final prediction, we're about, what, not two-thirds through the season, but about um we're at this point of the season.
There's a month left in the season, like maybe 6 weeks.
Okay, weeks left of the season. Where would you place the most of your chips if you had to bet on the Hodge Trophy?
Harder easily.
Carter,
Yeah.
safe bet.
He gets a lot of bonus, but he also has like some close matches with like more defensive wrestlers, but that's because Carter um he needs to take more risks going against these tighter opponents because Carter stays in perfect position. He's like never going to get scored on, but he also it makes it harder for him to score against these tight opponents if he's not like getting out of position sometimes. You got to like get yourself extended, try to get your hands locked, go across your body, create some motion. And I think that would help him. But what he's doing, he's going to win probably.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's super exciting. Shifting gears. How's jujitsu going?
Jiu-jitsu is going good. I'm starting my mobility training today.
Nice.
Flexibility. I got a flexibility maestro. I signed up with him, so he's gonna help me work on my flexibility, mobility. I think that's gonna help me a lot. I'm not getting as many submissions as I was like a few weeks ago, but it's because I'm like trying to do new things. So I think today when I go in, I'm gonna go for some subs.
Nice. Sweet. Enjoying learning from Danaher?
Yeah, yeah, I love it. He's a great coach. Um, let's talk about let's talk about Bo Bassett.
Yes, let's do it. So he gave I misunderstood what was going on. I thought he was announcing his commitment on FRL, so I tuned in and he gave his top four. So his top four are Penn State, Oklahoma State, Iowa, and Virginia Tech.
Who
Um,
did he vote out for the other three? Michigan, Rutgers.
Rutgers, Michigan, something like that.
Yeah,
There might be one in there I'm forgetting.
yeah. I mean, I don't see him going to Virginia Tech.
No, I don't either.
I saw some people say it looks like three truths and a lie.
I think I think that most likely I would say that he goes to Oklahoma State. Um, they were talking about it on FRL that he wants to be a 4-year starter. If he goes to Penn State, he probably won't be a 4-year starter, or at least he'll have to redshirt.
What? Talking
We're
about
talking about Bo Bassett, yeah. Well, what weight
that's
does he
what
go?
that's the dumbest crap I've ever heard. People,
He
and I,
goes he goes
people,
149.
yeah. I mean, when I was going on one of my recruiting visits, I won't say where, but they're like, "Why would you go to Penn State? You might not even start there. Like here, you'd start right away. You'd be one of the best guys here." And I'm like, dude, I want to be a four-time national champ, so I better be able to start on my team.
Yeah.
And I chose Penn State because of that conversation.
Yeah.
But I think that Bo will be a 4-year starter. I mean, I redshirt. I think he should redshirt. Why wouldn't you redshirt?
Yeah. Well, then you're in a lineup battle with Shane Van Ness.
How many years does Shane have left?
This is his sophomore year.
So he has 2 more years. So Bo Bassett, he's a senior in high school. I think
He's
he's a
a
sen- I
Is he
think
a
he's a
junior or senior? Oh boy. What is he?
yeah, I don't know. Look it up. I think he's a senior in high school, and but Shane Van Ness could go easily go 49 next year while Bo redshirts, and then go up to 57 his senior year.
Google says Bo Bassett, internet celebrity. Wait, what did it say? Hang on. Internet
We got a
personality.
we got a minute and a half left in this.
All right. Well, so you say Penn State?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I would not be surprised if he goes to Penn State, Iowa, or Oklahoma State. I think that I think that Oklahoma State and Iowa will probably offer him more money than Penn State because Penn State just has so many good guys that they're probably already like giving money to. But well, by the time this podcast is released, he might have made his decision already. So we'll see. My official prediction is Penn State, but but again, wouldn't be surprised if he goes as one. But I think like again, he could like Kasak is going to keep growing. He could go up to 65 soon. Levi,
K-Sac at 97.
yeah, Levi has one more year after this year, so then he'll be out, and
Yeah.
then Essen Brink will have 2 more years, but he could go up to 74.
Mhm.
He might stay down at 65, but there's always a way to figure it out. But you also got PJ Duke coming in, a lot of good guys. So
It'll be fun.
exactly,
Jason, you crushed it. Great breakdowns. Good to see you. Guys, definitely subscribe. We're going to be churning these out every week, so stay tuned.
let's go. Like and subscribe.
Let's do it.